Hello, everyone, and welcome to a little bit something new. So, today we are going to be trying our first ever Tekken Talk shorts. So, unlike the main show, Tekken Talk, where episodes are typically 20 plus minutes, or Tekken Tip Sundays, where while they're shorter, we mainly focus on tips to how to improve or how to better practice Tekken. Tekken Talk shorts will be, I'm going to try and keep it under 10 minutes and just cover some news or some upcoming events or some quicker thoughts, which is more convenient for me to record before work, and I think can provide more of a steady stream of content in between main shows and Tech and Talk Sundays. So I hope you enjoy it. There's also a surprise at the end, which is another something new, and we'll see how it goes. So today we have two things to talk about. One is, of course, the new Tekken 8 character trailer, which came out October 31st. And also, we're going to do a quick preview of Tiger Uppercut 2023, which is the last Tekken World Tour Masters event of the year of Tekken 7, and that is this coming weekend. So, getting into the trailer, 5 new characters were announced, and by new characters, I mean new to Tekken 8, but returning from Tekken 7. Panda, which we kind of already knew, Zafina, Lee Chaolan, Alicia Boskanovich, and Deviljin. And I think they look great. I think the new trailer is very exciting. All Tekken 8 characters have this in common, which is their costumes just kind of bleed the personality of the character, which I know the marketing has focused a lot on like, oh, each character is very individualized. But it really does feel this way a little bit more than Tekken 7. If you recall, Tekken 7, when Armor King came out, everyone was like, oh my god, this costume is so unique to this character. It's so cool. It's, something special. And then, like, same with Kunimitsu. Like, the DLC characters, and they started getting at this, like, hyper individualized, hyper stylistic costumes. And it seems they went all in on that in Tekken 8. Of course, the controversial one, I think, is the Lee costume with the snowboarding goggles. But I'm not really going to judge much until I see it in game and see, when he's doing Acid Rain, what it looks like. I think Zafina looks great. Same with Alyssa. And Deviljin looks kind of weird to me. But again, we have to see what the shoes are like to fully judge. Yoshimitsu also got a couple more frames in this trailer. He looks great. And one interesting bit of information, if you read like some character release stuff, I guess, on each of the characters, is Kuma. They emphasize that he has been training to be more like Heihachi Mishima. So I'm presuming that his moveset will maybe include an Electric Wind Bear Fist, whatever that means, and maybe a faster Hell Sweep, Bear Sweep, Fat Bear Sweep. I don't know. But I think it's exciting. And I guess there's going to be new reveals on November 2nd and November 12th. We have to hope that these are original characters. Otherwise, one or two original characters for a new Tekken game is, I think, a little bit kind of missing the mark in terms of when a new game comes out, people want to not only find what's new with the old characters, but want to dive into an entirely new moveset. And we got to assume that these last two characters are new characters. And I'm also guessing one of them will be slightly older, maybe. As currently Leroy is the only like slightly older feeling character in the cast, but I guess we'll wait and see. As far as people not on the 32 original character roster, I think there are 3 guaranteed DLC characters and then one highly likely, like 98% DLC character within the next, year after release. So, a moment. Of the 3 guaranteed, I think the first DLC character and the number one most guaranteed has to be Eddie, right? A Tekken game without Eddie, I think will be not necessarily like controversial in my own eyes or in competitive players' eyes, but really in terms of like general appeal, right? Eddie's one of the most iconic characters. I think people know Eddie as like the character you pick to just kind of play with no prior experience and to have fun. And Bandai Namco knows that, so I think Eddie is guaranteed to be a DLC character very, very soon. Armor King. Armor King was the most played DLC character in Tekken 7 and a very popular character and just fits the overall aesthetic of Tekken 8. I think there's no worry at all that Armor King's coming back. And the last guaranteed one has to be Anna. Anna is, again, another iconic character, but more importantly, Harada put out a poll. Who do people like more, Anna Williams or Nina Williams? And Anna won by, I think, like 20 points or 20 percentage points. So Anna not coming back would be quite a big surprise. And the character I think that's 98%, 99% likely to come back is Julia, just because she's iconic. She's a very unique character who has a. She's like one of the only characters that expresses like activism kind of opinions or has that second dimension to her. So I can't imagine she doesn't come back, but I think it's slightly less guaranteed than those other three. So that was the new trailer. Look forward to tomorrow where there's a probably original character reveal. And then Tiger Uppercut 2023 preview. This is probably the most stacked tournament of the year. And I am including Evolution 2023. Or it is at least as stacked as Evo 2023. Why? I got one word for you. Visas. The Pakistani players, at least according to Twitter, seem to have gotten, again, I don't know about all of them, but I definitely saw Tiff and Khan and Arslan have gotten their visas. So having multiple Pakistani players in a tournament with all the top Korean players and the top European players and the top Japanese players, I don't think has actually happened really, because at Evo 2023, the amount of Pakistani players who can make it just it wasn't that many compared to what it seems like in Tiger Uppercut. And this is of course going on in Thailand, so Book is there. And speaking of so Book has home court advantage, of course. And speaking of the Pakistani players, we have Arslan Ash, Hafiz Adil. Hafiz, I believe, is a Julia player. Newman CH, who's a Steve player. Ali something. Let me triple check. Right, just Ali, who is, of course, a lay player and has won tournaments in Pakistan. Kasimir, who is an Anna slash Katarina player. Fate Khan, who of course came third place at Evo 2 years ago. Hira Malik, who is of course a Steve slash Fang player and is widely regarded, at least for a while, I don't know if it's true anymore, but one of the few players who can consistently challenge Arslan in tournament. I believe a Tiff, I'm not sure if a Tiff butt is going. Um, but we also have, who's the last person? Maybe that's it from Pakistan. In terms of American talent, we have Shadow 20Z and 725. I believe they're both, I believe 725 is an American. In terms of Koreans, we of course have Ni, the amazing Moil, Ulsan, DRX Chanel, Cherry Berry Mango, Infested, Multi. In terms of Europeans, HK Jr., the Monster Heihachi player sponsored by FaZe Clan. Ayo Richie, Joka, probably the strongest European player right now. Note, I missed Kakoma in the Korean players. In terms of Philippines, we got Dojin. So, and Lan. I believe Lan is also from the Philippines. Lan is a Julia player. So we have basically all the top players from around the world. I would say the most notable people missing from this bracket are probably Anakin, Joey Fury, and Sephi Black. These are the top players from America and Europe respectively. They seem like a bit of a miss. I'm also not sure if Chikarin and Nobi are there. But kind of our biggest questions of the weekend are one, who will take home the tournament, of course. Two, will this change the standings for the Tekken World Tour final qualification? And three, if guaranteed qualified players, such as Cherryberry Mango, Knee, Arslan, Atif Butt, and Kokoma, I believe even, meet, are they going to save stuff? Save tech or save character choices for the Tekken World Tour finals, or are they going all in Tiger Uppercut? I suspect with Arslan and Knee, if they play each other, they will go all in, but Knee will otherwise be saving something for the Tekken World Tour finals. Arslan will, of course, be sticking with his Kunimitsu. Wilson, I believe, will be sticking with Bob and Kazumi. CVM, of course, sticking with Noctis. So it's hard to say who will really be saving something. I think the only safe bet for who might just pick a crazy character and wait for the Technical Torch finals is Knee and maybe Book, but we'll have to see how it goes. And so the thing I want to try for this week that's brand new is a interactive poll. So I'm going to put a poll at the end of this episode or on the Spotify page that you can interact with. I've never done this before, so if it doesn't work, tweet at me your response. But basically, who do you think will take home this tournament? I'm including 5 options if I can. Knee, Arslan, Atifbat, and Ulsan. I think these are the 4 favorites in every tournament, and I'll also include an other option. So if you think, Book is in Thailand, he's going to take it home, put that down and let me know on Twitter. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoy this new format and have a great day.